Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Raya, and he has been fouled there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Tries to get it clear. That's an imaginative pass. Played into space out wide. And the keeper beats it away. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Howson. It's Porro. That's a cute ball. Here comes the corner. Pedro Porro plays it short. Oh, that's neat. It's anyone's ball now. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It's a threatening Llorente! Deftly away. Danilo. Danilo stood his ground strongly. Succumbs to the pressure. Brazil have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And it's been taken short. A chance to play it in. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Grimaldo proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Llorente. And it's Grimaldo. Llorente. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Marquinhos. Danilo. Ibanez. Rema. Oh, great chance! He's cut it out. Mosquera forwards and with intent. Howson. Unai Simon, aim forwards. Howson. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Marquinhos. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rema. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Ibanez. Rema. Marquinhos. Strong running down that left flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Can he deliver? Oh, it's played into the area. And it's Marquinhos. Over to the left. And that's aimed into the middle. Cleared without complication. That's very neat. Marquinhos. Crossed into the great chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Laporte. Raya. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rema. Ibanez. Unai Simon. Pedro Porro. Muscular approach does pay off here. Punched away. Time to deliver. In it comes. And that has been cleared. There are a few waiting for it. Here comes another cross. Kubasi. It's Grimaldo. Looking here to chip it through. That has been knocked clear. Aimed into... Takes a shot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Marcos Llorente simply judged everything beautifully. That takes a lot of training ground practice, and we know what practice can make.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Out to the right. He's got away. Ryan with the clearance. Now it's Llorente. Pedro Porro. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Pedro Porro goes short. Now then, the ball's come loose. Referee's given a throw. Cucurella. Bullish header! And the assist there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Marcos Llorente demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And now he has two. Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. In with the challenge. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Cucurella. Nice physical challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's managed to get free, hit into the middle. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Kubasi. Spain have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Ibanez. Marquinhos. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Mosquera. Pedro Porro. Lovely, decent chance! That's a half-decent try. That's not going far. Nice control. Plenty waiting in the middle. Very nicely done. Played into the middle. Tries to get it clear. And it's Cucurella. That's really well manoeuvred. Raya. Kubasi. Raya. Mosquera. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Laporte. Mosquera. Mosquera shifted upfield. Ibanez. Pedro Porro. He has found a way through. Howson gets into some space. Cross goes in there. Brazil getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Spread out to the left. And he cuts out the supply. Marquinhos. Danilo. And the shot! And he hits the net!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pedro Porro. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cucurella. Mosquera. It's Grimaldo. That has been knocked clear. Cucurella. Showing good feet. So who's he picking out? Mosquera. Laporte. Pedro Porro. Tries to think it through. And a chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Mosquera cuts it out. Keeper's got good distance on that. Nicely intercepted. Marquinhos. Ibanez. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Can he latch on to this? And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Gets it away. He's well positioned here. Can he finish? Wonderful effort, all by himself.
Cucurella certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Pau Kubasi gets across to intercept that. Grimaldo. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Cucurella. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Raya. Laporte. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Grimaldo. And it's half-time here. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Spain are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Out to the left it goes. That's a good run down the left. Ibanez. And it's played forward. Vinicius Junior. Defending of the desperate variety. That's been won straight back. And it's hoisted clear. Grimaldo. Bremer makes the interception. He could be in here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Howson. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Ibanez. That's really well manoeuvred. Danilo played out to the left flank. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Pedro Porro. That's tidy. And it's Cucurella. Mosquera. And here's Llorente. Over to the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Howson. Pedro Porro. Brazil keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Calmly anticipates. Unai Simon, aim forwards. Cucurella. Unai Simon. Brazil look as though they're gearing themselves up for something pretty physical here.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where you've got to brace yourself for what's coming. They don't want to get bullied, so I think they need to show their opponents that they're going to stand up to everything that's thrown at them.
Unai Simon. Howson. Cucurella. Cucurella, who does have an assist to his name. Pedro Porro. Lovely bit of skill. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
And it's Cucurella. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
And it's Grimaldo. Kubasi. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking. Ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedro Porro with the short one. Looking for a decent ball in. Cucurella. And he's picked it up out wide. Howson flings it across. And out it comes again. And they can counter here. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Moved on forwards. Ambitious ball here. Howson. Decent progress down the left. Howson, now here's the delivery. And it's Grimaldo. And he's there to get it away. Raya have it back and can go again. That's a throw. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Played towards the other side. Danilo. Rafinha. He has a look. Big chance! Llorente, spread out to the left. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well read, nice interception. Cucurella. Pau Kubasi, forwards and with intent. And it's Grimaldo. And here's Llorente. He's found a way through. Hit into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. Cruising. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And it's played forward. Clipped into space. Marquinhos gets it away. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well timed, excellent interception. Laporte done delicately. That's going to go a long way. Lobbed in behind. Played into space out wide. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. Unai Simon. Ball is over the line. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Rafinha. João Pedro. Over to the left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Cross into the box. That has been knocked clear. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Danilo. He's got space in the area. And here's Vinicius Junior, played out to the right. Now it's João Pedro. Shapes to shoot! Pedro Porro. Danilo proves too strong. Marquinhos. Oh, cracking ball. Shot, surely! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a good effort. You can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
He's in space and looking for options. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's good play. Rafinha. Shot a goal! Oh, should have put that away. Howson. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Ronaldo. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Llorente. Llorente, gently down. Oh, shooting chance! Danger averted for now. Do have a chance to counter here. Unai Simon cuts out the pass. Now it's Llorente. That has been cut short. Marquinhos. Ooh, delicate chip through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rafinha. They get a throw in. Oh, this is a great position. There it is! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Aim forwards.
Vinicius Junior.
In acres of space out wide. Time to deliver. Oh, that is a chance! Rafinha. This might spell danger.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Danilo. Oh, they could be caught out here. Lovely feet. Can he deliver? Rafinha. And he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, smashing header! Correa gets it clear. Rafinha. That's a nicely weighted pass. And they've got rid. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Moved on forwards. That's a little off target. Vinicius Junior, out to the left it goes. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Rafinha played out towards the right wing. Crossed into the middle. Pedro Porro. Correa. Howson. Mosquera. And it's played forward. That'll be a throw-in. He's had a shot! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Spain definitely approached the game in the right way.
So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Ederson. He's got great technique, Peter, and for a goalkeeper, he's got the passing range of a top-class midfielder. I think his team will be looking to use him as a foundation from which to build both sustained spells of possession as well as quick counter-attacks. He's got a phenomenal left foot.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kubasi, and it's played forward. Laporte. Kubasi. Laporte. Grimaldo. Kubasi, and it's Grimaldo. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a good run down the left. Showing good feet. Danilo, back when it goes. Marquinhos. Oh, nice touch. Bremer drives it in. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Laporte. Kubasi. It's a throw-in. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Aim forwards, and he's and the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Can he finish? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And a goal kick. Marquinhos. Bremer. And it's Danilo. Pedro Porro. Well read, nice interception.
Brazil, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Bremer hurtling down that right flank. So who's he picking out? He's having a shot! He'll try to keep this alive. Al-Kubasi with the clearance. And it's Marquinhos. That's very neat. Time to deliver. It's run loose here. Grimaldo. Spain suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would say that they've only got themselves to blame, Peter. They've been caught cold.
Danilo. Well, that's well seen too. Strong running down that left flank. He has found the way through. Grimaldo. Lobbed in behind. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ibanez. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's neat. Marquinhos has found the net here, of course. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Oh, that's nice. Delivered across. No, that's too long. And it's Cucurella. Moved on forwards. Could move up a gear here. It's lofted through here. Howson is there and he can get that clear. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Can he get onto this? Laporte. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ibanez. Laporte, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pedro Porro. Howson. That is lovely. Mosquera. Laporte. And here's Llorente. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ibanez. Great work on the overlap. That's a good ball. Decent chance! And the ball's come loose here. Unai Simon tries to clear. Oh, sweet feet. Gets a good foot in there, and he has been fouled there. That's a fabulous ball. That has sent him sprawling. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And the shot! They've played it short. Can he deliver? Turns and goes back. Nice control. Lovely, now then. Chance! It's anyone's ball now. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Does really well to win the ball there. Ibanez. Played out to the right. Lovely bit of skill. And he's well... And the shot! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Brazil are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Kubasi. Pau Kubasi. Forwards and with intent. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Danilo. Bremer. Great ball if he can get there. Gets his head on it! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. Howson. Pedro Porro. Howson. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Howson. That's really well manoeuvred. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Ederson gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Bremer. Ibanez. Over to the left. Gets into some space. Aimed in towards the centre. Cucurella can get it clear. Out to the left it goes. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. Cucurella. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Cucurella.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Clipped into space. Danilo. That's good play. Howson wins the duel this time. Chooses to go back. Chance here to counter. Good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Llorente. Howson, aim forwards. Well read. The danger is averted. And it's played forward. He's going to be disappointed with that. Mosquera. Cucurella, aim forwards. Llorente, laid out to the left flank. Very nicely done. That's a throw. Pedro Porro. Laporte. Mosquera. Oh, this is a great position. Deftly away. Grimaldo takes the shot! And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He's gone for the shots. That is delicious! A finish of true class. A goal at a really telling moment. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Spain get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Rema. And that's a throw. And it's Marquinhos. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, it's come loose. That's tidy. Can he find the finish? Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo. We are into overtime. Laporte looking for a runner. Played into space out wide. Succumbs to the pressure. Nice and simple for the keeper. But things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to
There's the shot! Volleyed effort.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Laporte. Kubasi. Grimaldo. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. And claimed it back swiftly. Marquinhos. Spread out to the left. Ibanez. Danilo. Hefty. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Spain really could have done without this.
Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get. Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Unai Simon gets over and intercepts. Marquinhos gently done. Laporte did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. And it's Grimaldo. Kubasi. Laporte. Kubasi. Grimaldo. It's a good run down the right. Alex Grimaldo puts a cross in. Ibanez. Brema. Ibanez. Brema. Ibanez is onto it in a flash. Great run on the overlap here. He is just caressing the ball. Plenty waiting in the middle. Knocks it out wide. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Howson getting this one clear. Grimaldo, now he's got space here. Marquinhos. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Brilliantly cut out. Keeper's got good distance on that. Danilo. Real chance!
Danilo usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
And it's Porro. Cucurella. Laporte. Grimaldo. Laporte. That has found him in acres of space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Marquinhos. Bremer. Bremer has set up one goal so far. Raya cuts out the pass. Marquinhos. 60 minutes played.
Spain may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
That's really well manoeuvred. Cucurella shifted upfield. It's Grimaldo. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Grimaldo. Llorente. That's going to go a long way.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Laporte. Ah, such a clever touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Tries to get it clear. Mosquera. Played out wide. Lovely feet. Out to the right. Ederson claims it, and the danger passes. And that is as far as they're going to go. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's an imaginative pass. It's out for a goal kick. Decent progress down the left. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, good spread. Cleared away. Ball is over the line. Cucurella. Howson. Cucurella. And it's Llorente. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Short changes him with that pass. Mosquera. Laporte. Moved on forwards. Llorente tries to thread one through. Pedro Porro, now here's the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. This might spell date, and can he finish it? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. That's really well manoeuvred. Ibanez. Danilo. Oh, good spread. And the keeper has it. Tries a deft little ball. Grimaldo looking to run onto it. And it's Laporte. Hoeneß played out to the right. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. And it's Grimaldo. Out to the right. That'll be a throw-in. Laporte.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Grimaldo. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Fabinho. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Grimaldo, aim forwards.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Unai Simon gets across to intercept that.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Referee's given a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Ibanez. Fabinho. Fabinho picks it up now. Fabinho. Oh, that's neat. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Looking for a decent ball in. No way through, so back it comes. It is looking like the end, if anything's going to... He's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. How Kubasi gets rid without sophistication. Danilo providing an outlet on that flank.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Cucurella. Mosquera. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Howson. Mosquera. Howson. Raya. Played towards the other side. Kubasi. Grimaldo. Laporte. Kubasi. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. That is lovely. Grimaldo flings it across.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Brazil making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Fabinho. Fabinho shifted upfield. Over to the left. Now it's Fabinho. All driven towards the far post. And that has been cleared.
Brazil can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Ibanez. Bremer. Oh, good spread. A chance to play it in. Ibanez. Danilo opts to play it back.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Mosquera.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
Cucurella. It's Porro. Mosquera. Laporte. Mosquera. Grimaldo. Kubasi. That's very neat. Laporte. And that's it. Spain perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Spain never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Ederson. He's got great technique, Peter, and for a goalkeeper, he's got the passing range of a top-class midfielder. I think his team will be looking to use him as a foundation from which to build both sustained spells of possession as well as quick counter-attacks. He's got a phenomenal left foot.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Oh, nice touch. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. And that chance! That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Oh, this was all about good movement in the box just to allow him to get to it.
Marquinhos. Played out to the right. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Howson shifted upfield. Ibanez. Bremer. Ibanez. Spread out to the left. He is just caressing the ball. Ibanez. Marquinhos. And he's there to clear it. And it's Marquinhos. Marquinhos. Oh, that's neat. Time to deliver. Laporte wins the duel this time. Grimaldo carries the ball down the right. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's played forward. Ederson gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Can he latch on to this? Very nicely done. Cross goes in there. And that has been cleared. Pedro Porro. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Unai Simon. That's really well manoeuvred.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Bremer. Laporte. Pau Kubasi, made over towards the opposite flank. Out to the left it goes. He's through here. Pedro Porro. And the ball's come loose here. Aim forwards. Mosquera does really well to win the ball there. Llorente. And the finish! Deftly away. Clears it away. Danilo. Some good work on the right flank here. Can he get onto this? Danilo. He's shifting through the gears here. Bremer succumbs to the pressure. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bremer. Ibanez. Neither side yet able to find the net. Marquinhos knocks it out wide. That is lovely. Ibanez. Pedro Porro. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Having a shot! Calmly anticipates, and it's gone back to the keeper. Raya. Kubasi. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Porro. And here's Llorente. Hangs in across. Danger averted for now. Played into the middle. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Unai Simon. Mosquera. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi, gently done. And it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo. That's tidy. And here's Llorente.
Marcos Llorente really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That'll be a throw-in. Ibanez. It's run loose here. Over to the left. Nice control. There are a few waiting for it. Pau Kubasi gets it clear. Herring after the ball here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Brazil clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
It's Toro. Bremer. Ibanez. Marquinhos. And he cuts out the supply. And back to the keeper they go. Raya. Mosquera. Laporte. Raya. Grimaldo. Spain getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Kubasi. Grimaldo looking to run onto it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looks to the other side. It's a pretty loose pass. Cucurella. Howson.